Hi everybody, welcome back to the 3-Minute Story Challenge. This is week 4. We were talking about love and relationships, or how you met someone that you love. So I'm single, but I'm going to tell you the story of how I met one of the most important ladies in my life, Paris. Yeah. She doesn't really get why I keep doing takes and giving her treats to sit here, but you're doing a great job. So I'm going to tell the story about how we met. I got my timer here, and we're going to go. You ready? I'm ready. She's ready. So about this time last year, I had a dream that I had a dog, and I dreamt I had a black lab, and I named it Harrison because I thought, if I name a dog, I'm going to name it after the greatest man to ever be a man in the history of man. So more time went by, a couple weeks went by, and I thought, it's so counterintuitive to what my lifestyle has been. Moving different states, different countries, kind of not putting down roots by design. But I turned 30 then, had my 30th birthday, and I kind of had a turning 30 crisis where I was like, yep, I'm getting a dog, it's happening. So I got set up with this really great adoption agency called Two Blondes, All Breeds. They're based in Denver and get a lot of their rescues from Texas, specifically Houston, I think it is. So, it's really like dating. You fill out an application, you make a profile, so to speak, and they match you up with dogs based on your preferences, breed, age, size, gender, all that stuff. And I was like, yep, I'm going to look for a black lab and I'm going to name it Harrison. And of course, I found a black lab named Mooney. And Mooney was this adorable dog, kind of smaller, on the smaller end, so younger than I initially wanted. But I thought, it's a black lab named Harrison. So we met, and it was a doggy date. So I met him and his foster parents. And we walked around the park, and he was such a bros dog. He was obsessed with his ball. And I thought, great, a sports dog. That's great. I'm a sports guy. He was wonderful, and I think it could have worked, but I kind of wanted to keep looking. And so they followed up a day or two later, and I kind of pulled the "it's not you, it's me" thing. And so I kept looking. Nothing against Mooney, but something told me to keep looking. And I get back to the list, and there's all these names, and I see Paris. I was like, well, that's interesting. I spent some time in Paris, probably my favorite city in the world. Well, I can't name, it's a female dog. I can't name her Harrison. But I clicked on the link anyway, and it brought up this picture. And I was like, yep, I need to meet this dog. So we met at a park, and correct me if I'm wrong, Paris, but we went for a walk at a park. That's what you do on these doggy dates, with her foster mom. I took the leash, and she was so focused on what felt like going on an adventure. Squirrels, bunnies, pollen floating through the air, trees, leaves, just wanted to just get off and run, get off the leash and run. And I thought, how wonderful, because would be my personality as a dog. So the first date went great. Would you agree? She would. Then she came over, second date, to my place here, and she just gave her a tour of the space. And then my brother brought his dog over, a grumpy old man dog. My brother would agree with you, or would agree with me saying this, named Ewok. Ewok's great, but I want to see how they got along. And they got along perfectly. And I knew that it was it, Paris, when I was sitting on the couch, and she came and sat right on my feet and just looked up at me, and I thought, yep. And that was it. It's a big commitment, right? You go on a couple dates and you put a ring on it. Pretty soon they're living with you, and that's it. But it was one of the best decisions I ever made. And the key moment for me afterwards was, I was like, I can't name her Harrison. Parison Ford. And she's amazing. And I love you very much, Paris. I went over. I did. By about 30 seconds, but you're worth it. You're worth talking 3.5 minutes about. And I feel really, really lucky because during this whole isolation, quarantine, new normal we're in, I am so fortunate to have someone and something I can take care of, that can take care of me, and someone I can talk to. Conversations are very one-sided, and when we talk, she usually falls asleep like this, but, it's someone to talk to. So Parison Ford is one of the best things that ever happened. Quick shout out to my buddy Luke. He got me this picture for my birthday of Parison Ford. Well done, Luke. It was a complete surprise. Paris loves it. I love it. It's hanging on the wall around the corner. So that's my story. Do you have anything you want to add, Paris? No. I think she's annoyed that I keep waking her up from her nap. Well, that's my story. This week's going to be great. We got a lot of great stories coming your way. Get ready for the feels. Some great international friends that I have we're going to be speaking to about how they met and their stories. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, yada, yada, yada. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, Paris, you want to say bye? She says bye.